Whoa. Can we
Whoa.
first Saturday lunchtime? Can we get that out of the way, please?
Oh, you want to get it out of the way?
Get that out of the way, man.
Should we let him get out of the way? Yeah.
Let's get it out of the way, man. You man,
Let's go. Everton versus Arsenal.
I think there's less to talk about in this game than the derby.
Mate.
You know, honestly, nobody flowers here. Nobody deserves it.
Listen.
Yeah, Arsenal's final trip to Goodison Park. What did you make of it, David?
12:30 kickoff. I told you on Monday what was going to happen last week. 12:30 on a Saturday is no good. It was not going to end well for us. But referees didn't help as well. So, but I'm not taking anything away from the performance. It was shocking. What else is there today? On to Real Madrid.
I think the worst part about Arsenal's performance is that it like you're starting a team with like Sterling, Trossard, no recognized striker, Odegaard not on the pitch. Like it just feels like you're defeated before a ball has been kicked. Like it feels like you're gonna lack what you need.
I have two questions really.
Go on.
Are you man just literally now just doing all gung ho in the UCL, which I understand.
We are not winning, Jackal. Do you not? Let me tell you what's going to happen on thing. Yeah.
Tomorrow night.
They're going to play the ball down the channels, mate. Kivior, they're going to target him. That's where the goal's going to come from. And Mbappe's not going to see Saliba. He's not. I'll ban this one. I can't touch that one. Timber and Skelly. But they're going to target thing. Watch. That's where the goal's coming from.
Number two. Why once again we have to look at the keeper? Why is he diving so early?
Guys, oh my, I was livid. What's the station in Liverpool?
Lime Street.
That guy wanted his early train, bro.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I saw these tweets and I thought it was a bit harsh. Like he goes like a second before, but
he's by the post. He's at the far post before the ball.
Guys. I saw people on Twitter. Yeah, they were posting memes. They were posting pictures of Ndiaye he's nowhere near the ball, and Raya's already in the corner. And I'm like, this can't be real. This can't be true. So then I watched the actual clip again. And like he goes like a little bit early, but it's not as exaggerated as everyone is saying.
A little.
I think Arsenal fans are just annoyed because of the debacle that happened when they played Man United.
He's done the same thing.
And he just missed all the. Yeah, it's bad. Raya's bad at penalties. I think we've learned that.
My God.
Because it's happened earlier this season, so it's interesting.
Yeah,
in the Champions League.
He bought a ticket early, but look. Okay, before we get onto that, Myles Lewis-Skelly, was that a penalty or not? Because I thought that was a bit harsh.
The referees are fast. The referees are fast, mate. We got Tarkowski not getting a red card. What happened the next day? Who was it? The referee in this country is just a joke, bro. They all need to go in the bin. I've had enough of this.
So, guys, you see, in the case of Myles Lewis-Skelly,
yeah.
Let me not say it. I can say racial. Like, do you think like there's a degree of racial profiling that's going in? Because some of the decisions that goes against him in particular, I don't want to say it feels personal, but it's almost like, you're confident, you're braggadocious, whatever it is.
Look,
it's not because some of the stuff that's gone against them, like objectively, I look at it and it's like
it's only two things. What stuff went against him?
So obviously the Wolves thing. There's this one. There's the one at West Ham where Kudus sort of fouls him first, and then because he's got like 2 red cards.
Oh yeah. The Kudus one was crazy.
Giving away a penalty as well, and it's almost like the focus on the guy's football because he's a brilliant player at the age of 18 only.
You make a great point.
I'll be honest. I think that if I say that there's racial undertones to why he's getting these fouls given to him, I can't go that far yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's a bit early.
There's an agenda against him.
No, in terms of the media, absolutely. In terms of the media, absolutely. I just think that when it comes to the fouls he's committed, there's been about 2 penalties or red card or two offenses he's given away. And I've looked at them for time and thought, yeah, I see why it was given.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I don't understand why I was given. Whether it's right, it's a different conversation. Because I left this referee conversation in 2016. I don't care anymore. These guys, the referees, in my opinion, and here's a conspiracy theory for you. I genuinely believe that they are paid to keep the Premier League entertaining. I genuinely believe that one of the incentives is to not necessarily intentionally get things wrong, but not to focus on perfectionism. Therefore going on a lot of like off the cuff decisions. And I think the Premier League know the outrage. They know what's going to happen after certain things get given. They know the inconsistencies. They know that at least one fan in every 10 miles of England can give you a dossier of the nonsense that has occurred for the last 100 and against their team. Do you know what I mean? So ultimately, I don't think it's far from me to speak and say that the Premier League are deliberately allowing this. Because if you tell me that people can, like, one of the ones that I think angered me after a long time of not being angry was West Ham versus Chelsea when Souček touches the ball in the box.
He saved it.
And he saved it. And it was the cheeky interview he gave after the game. I was like, if I'm a Chelsea fan, I want to slap this guy's face because I'm like, it's not even him. It's not even his fault. It's just the referee has allowed the incident to occur. So I think that ultimately, going back to Lewis-Skelly, I think real talk. I was like, bro, what?
SW6 said that was the day I was done.
It was a brilliant save.
Boy, do you know what I mean? And then you have incidents like, again, the one that went in Chelsea's favour when Neil Warnock goes to the referees and stares at them for 10 minutes.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Like, miles offside. And I'm like,
yeah.
And I'm like,
but even that one was before VAR. So it was
no, of course, but my point is that like referees are. They are enabled to carry on. David Coop came out and told us he was gay.
Why do you do that?
Bro, you know what I think. You know,
man, on that note, yeah, that's just been swept under the brother. The guy was caught in 4K being corrupt. I'm banned.
No, Adrian, he was being nationalist.
Oh, first
the guy,
but also the nationalism led to corrupt. A referee.
No. The guy called Klopp a German "see you next Tuesday."
Crazy thing.
And he was allowed to say it, and then come out in an interview that was broadcast, and then say, "Oh, by the way, guys, I've been dealing with this internal turmoil of my sexual orientation." Get out of here, man! This is the type of stuff that they do, and obviously, like. If you're an advocate of the LGBTQ community, these are the type of guys who make it look worse for you because you're weaponizing a whole group's identity.
I think even they're aware of that stuff.
No, of course, like 100%. It's the same way when Maguire. I don't want to say he beat up the flipping or the Fed in Greece.
In Greece. And
then said, "Do you know who I am? I'm the Man United captain." And then came on weeks later crying tears on. I'm like, oh, like this is rampant within the FA that some guys can get away with things. I mean, I don't mean to bring up Maguire or David Coop, but to make the point that like when it matters to them, they will endorse and enable certain narratives, and because now I believe next season Lewis-Skelly is going to be profiled.
Yeah,
like Lewis-Skelly going to be profiled next season. Like, oh, watch out for him. Do you know what I mean? Watch out for him. Like anything he does, he will be doubly scrutinized. And so yeah, it's corrupt. It's a farce. But I wouldn't go as far as like in the decision making as to what fouls they give him, what red cards they give him. I don't know about racial profiling yet.
Fair.
But media, 100%.